Welcome, my friends, to Math on Monday. We're still talking about simplifying fractions. Simplify the fractions or reduce the fractions. We are going to finish up our page 11. We're doing numbers 15 through 30, so we'll do a few together. So let's do 15 together, 756. So we were talking about trying to half the numbers over and over again or divide by 3. But sometimes you'll come across numbers like this where you can't divide the numbers by 2 or 3. So you have to divide them by something else. So what do you think you could divide 7 and 56 by? Well, you can't do 2, you can't do 3. Can you do 5? Nope, because 5's numbers like 5, 10, 15, 20. What about 7? I think we could do 7. And you guys, here's kind of a cool way to do this too. If you have your multiplication table, mine's kind of smudgy, but if I'm guessing, you know what, I bet I can divide those both by 7. I can find 7, and if I can find both numbers on here, that means 7 is a factor of both numbers. So let's see. So 7 goes into 7, obviously. Does it go into 56? It does. There's right there. 7 times 8 is 56. So I know for a fact that I can divide both numbers by 7 because 7 goes into 7 and it goes into 56. So let's divide them both by 7. And then I think we'll just be done at that point. So I know for a fact, because I just looked at my multiplication table, well, 7 goes into both. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 56 divided by 7 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56. So we just solved it. 756 is 1/8. Let's do another one. Let's do, how about, let's try this 12/54. Number 18. 12/54. Okay. So I know I could half both of them because they're both even. But I might use that new technique and see, does any number on my multiplication table go into both 12 and 54? So what I'm looking for is a number where I see 12 and 54 in the same row. So tell me when you see 12. There's 12. 2. It doesn't go all the way to 54, but I know for a fact 2 will go into both numbers. 3, I see 12. I don't see 54. I'm not sure about that one. 4. Oh, what about this one? Look at that, you guys. I knew 5 wouldn't go into it, but 6, 12, and 54 right there. So 6 goes into both. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 9 is 54. So I can divide them both by 6 because 6 is a multiple. 6 is a factor, sorry, of both of these numbers. And these numbers are multiples of 6. So let's just do that. Let's divide them both by 6. And remember, whatever you do the top, you do the bottom. What you do the bottom, you do the top. So 12 divided by 6 is 2, because 2 times 6 is 12. 54 divided by 6 is, do you remember? 6 times what is 54? 6 times 9 is 54. So 54 divided by 6 is 9. So it's 2/9. And I think that's finished, right? Because we can half 2, but not 9. So that's done. And if we had done it the other way, let's see how that would have worked out. What if we would have just halved 12 and half 54? I think we could have gotten it this way too. Well, half of 12 is 6. Half of 54 is, well, half of 50 is 25. I know that because 50 cents is 2 quarters and 25 cents is 1 quarter. So half of 2 quarters is 25 cents. So 25, and then half of 4 is 2. So half of 50 is 25, half of 4 is 2. Add them together, 27. And now I can't half them again, but I can divide them both by 3. Because 6 divided by 3 is 2. 27 divided by 3 is 3 times what's 27? If you're not sure, you look at this and you see, oh yeah, 3 times 9 is 27. So either way, I got the answer. And this is kind of interesting too. Look at this. If you divide it by 6, you get the answer. Or we can divide it by 2 and then divide it by 3. And guess what? 2 times 3 is 6. That's interesting. See if that always works out like that. Let's do one more as a group. Let's do a big one at the end. I see these big numbers, 32 70-seconds. Let's try that one. That seems kind of intimidating. Number 28. 32 70-seconds. Okay, so we need to find an equivalent fraction that is lower than that. We're going to start simplifying this guy. So let's see if we look at our multiplication table, if we might just kind of luck out and find 32 and 72 in the same row. Tell me when you see it. Do you see 32 and 72 in the same row? It's kind of towards the bottom. It's in the 8s. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 9 is 72. Ooh, we've solved it. 8 is the number we're looking for. 8 is the common factor of both numbers. So we're going to divide the 32 by 8. And we're going to divide the 72 by 8. So we just saw in the multiplication table, 32 divided by 8 is 4. 72 divided by 8 is 9, because 8 times 9 is 72. So 4/9. 4 times 8 is 32. And we could have, if I would have done it the other way, I might have just halved them. And I know half of 32 is 16, but it's harder, you know, like I just know that because I've done a lot of math. Half of 72, well, I know half of 70 is 35. Half of 2 is 1. So it's 36. I might half those. Half of 16 is 8. Half of 36 is 18. Half it again. So you could do it that way too. But sometimes it's easier just to see if you can kind of luck out and find both numbers on the multiplication table. And look at this, you guys. I divided this one by 8 and got the answer. I divided this one by 2, 2, and 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So they both work. So your homework, schoolwork today is please finish 15 through 30.